Hello and welcome to Flow Rugby, where today we are going to recap round 4 of the 2025 Guinness Six Nations, which saw Ireland's bid to become the first team to win 3 consecutive Six Nations title come to a screeching halt as France delivered a statement 42-27 victory in Dublin. Despite dominating possession for long stretches, the reigning champions struggled to break down a resolute French defence. In the end, the scoreline flattered Ireland, who failed to match France's physicality and clinical execution in key moments. While the emphatic win puts France in pole position for the title, it did come at a cost as captain Antoine Dupont suffered a torn ACL to cast a shadow over an otherwise dominant and jubilant performance for Les Bleus. France's strategy was clear from the outset: dominate physically and control the tempo of the match. By opting for a forward-heavy bench, head coach Fabien Galthié ensured his side could sustain their intensity for the full 80 minutes, neutralising Ireland's usual late-game surge from the bench. The physicality of both the starting and replacement packs overwhelmed the Irish, and even without Dupont, France executed their game plan flawlessly. Maxime Lucu stepped in seamlessly at scrum half, and he controlled the game with measured kicking and game management. Ireland's attacking struggles were once again exposed in this clash. Missing key playmakers James Lowe and Mac Hansen, their backline lacked any width and pace. Young fly half Sam Prendergast was put under immense pressure by France's well-structured defence, leading to predictable attacking phases that the visitors absorbed with ease. Unless Ireland rediscover their attacking dynamism, their struggles against elite opposition are set to continue. In the second match of the weekend, Scotland claimed a hard-fought 35-29 victory over Wales at Scottish Gas Murrayfield, securing the Doddy Weir Cup and marking their 3rd consecutive Six Nations triumph over Wales for the first time in tournament history. Despite a spirited Welsh comeback, Scotland's dominant first half and first 50 minutes in display proved decisive. Scotland stormed into an early lead, running in 4 first-half tries through Blair Kinghorn, Tom Jordan and Darcy Graham. Finn Russell's pinpoint playmaking stretched the Welsh defence, which has been their weakness throughout this championship, allowing Scotland to build a commanding 28-8 half-time advantage. The second half saw Kinghorn score his second try, extending the lead to 35-8 and all but ending the contest. However, Wales refused to give in. 3 late tries, including efforts from Ben Thomas, Teddy Williams and Max Llewellyn, cut the deficit to just 6 points. A disallowed Talupe Faletau try due to a tackle infringement denied Wales an even greater comeback. Despite Scotland's early dominance, their struggles to maintain their intensity in the final quarter nearly cost them this match, which has been a recurring theme under Gregor Townsend. For Wales, while their winless Six Nations streak continues, their late surge provided hope for their final fixture up against England. In our third and final match of the round, England delivered a commanding 47-24 victory over Italy at Allianz Stadium, Twickenham, keeping their Six Nations title hopes alive heading into round 5. A dominant second half performance saw England pull away after leading 21-17 after a very compelling first half. Steve Borthwick's side produced their most balanced performance of the tournament to date, combining powerful forward carries with a strong offloading game that kept them on the front foot. Finn Smith, Marcus Smith and Elliot Daly executed a clever kicking strategy to manipulate Italy's backfields, who looked somewhat disjointed, while England's set-piece dominance provided a solid foundation for their attack. Italy, on the other hand, while they were capable of producing moments of brilliance, struggled with the fundamentals. Missed tackles, poor breakdown security and ineffective support play allowed England to capitalise on their defensive lapses. Paolo Garbisi's weak tackle attempt on Tommy Freeman epitomised Italy's defensive shortcomings on the day. Until they address these core issues, they will continue to fall short against the top-tier opposition, leaving Gonzalo Quesada with a lot to think about. Key takeaway from England's performance was the continued emergence of Finn Smith at fly half. While Marcus Smith has long been heralded for his dynamic running game, Finn Smith's ability to facilitate the team structures has proven more effective under the Steve Borthwick setup. With a strong kicking game, game management and composure under pressure, he looks set to be England's long-term playmaker, and very similar to the former Owen Farrell and Johnny Wilkinson style playmaker for England. In terms of final thoughts from this weekend round, France's emphatic win over Ireland showcased not just their physical superiority but also their tactical superiority. Dupont's intrigue casts a shadow over their title, but they will feel very confident as they host Scotland in the final round. Scotland's victory over Wales demonstrated their attacking potential, but also highlighted once again their struggles to maintain consistency for a full 80 minutes. England's dominant display against Italy reinforced their growing balance under direction under Borthwick, who has come in for heavy criticism in recent weeks, while exposing Italy's ongoing defensive issues. With crucial fixtures still remaining, the Six Nations does remain still somewhat open, but firmly in French hands. Ireland must regroup quickly, Scotland need to address their late game lapses, and England will aim to build on their momentum. As for France, they are now in pole position, but without Dupont, there are still some question marks. This could be more of an issue for Stade Toulousain in the Investec Champions Cup rather than for France in the final round of the Guinness Six Nations, but we will touch more on his injury down the line. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe button and leave us a comment on what your biggest takeaway was from round 4 of the Guinness Six Nations. Is it time for Irish rugby to go back to the drawing board and have a look at where they fall short when the pressure comes on? Are England finally taking that step forward under Borthwick? And are France finally delivering on their immense potential? For Scotland, Italy and Wales, leave us your thoughts on where you think those three teams need to improve to challenge the new big three in the Six Nations. Thanks again, and we hope you enjoyed the video.